Happy Saturday, Connect fam, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Connect Network TV. I'm your host, Stitches. My gal pals, Cindy and Wendy, are out for today, but it's okay. I'm super excited to announce that Jessica Cherry will be co-hosting with us today. Hey, Jess. Tap, tap, tap. And Jess, we are glad because you're going to be hanging out with us, and also we can't forget your segment. You're going to be dropping some gems later on. So we're excited for that. But let's jump straight into it. It's time for our Influencer Unlock segment. I'm beyond excited because today, guess what we're talking about, Jess? Do you know?
I do, but I'm going to let you say it. It's super exciting.
Yes, I'm excited for this one because it's the most anticipated night of the year. New Year's Eve 2025, baby, let's go. We're ringing in a brand new year, and it's going to be absolutely epic. We're speaking it. We're calling it. I'm pulling my hair to the side because I'm claiming it. Okay, whatever that means. But we've got everything that you need to know about how to really make your New Year's celebration unforgettable.
That's right. 2025 is just around the corner, and we are here to help you plan for the most fabulous, fun, and festive night ever. From fashion tips to party ideas to how to keep your New Year's resolutions on track.
You're exactly right. And let's take a moment really to look back at 2024. It's been crazy, wild, but we made it. What would you say, Jess? Let me ask you this. What would you say was your highlight of 2024, the highlight of the year?
Oh my God, just one?
Give me one.
I know. The highlight, I think really taking it internally and taking a step and looking into my life and really appreciating where I'm at. I know I'm getting all deep into this, but I think for the first time in a long time, I took a step and I really celebrated where I was in life or where I am in life, and realizing that 2024 was my year to bloom and to blossom and to claim where I am and be happy where I am. And there's happiness in the journey, right? It's all just not the destination. So I've really learned to be happy in the moment. And I think that collectively is my highlight, because I made it a point to just be happy no matter what. Just be happy, because we don't get a repeat of the day, right? So be happy.
I like that. And I'm going to take that. I like that. That's good. That's good. That deserves a tap.
Thank you. Tap back, girl.
Let's talk about the most important part, the party plans, right?
Yes.
Part of the most important part. So New Year's Eve is the night to let loose and celebrate, but we need to do it right and accordingly and safely. Whether you're going all out with a glamorous party or keeping it low key with a small gathering, there's one thing we all know: we need the perfect vibe, right, Jess?
Yes, of course. We totally need the perfect vibe for sure. Everyone loves a good theme, right? You can't just show up in regular clothes to a New Year's Eve bash. Oh, no, honey. You got to give them something to talk about. How about a roaring 20s Gatsby style party? Think about sparkles, feathers, and that vintage glam, or maybe a futuristic vibe for 2025. Think metallics, neon lights, and lots of techno beats. What theme are you planning on this New Year's Eve or for your New Year's party?
For me, I'm still trying to get through. I'm not there yet, sadly.
It's okay.
How about you? What about you? Tell me, because I don't know you.
I'm in the same boat. I got Christmas on my mind, but once those presents are wrapped, I switch full mode. And it's off to the gold and the glitter and the silver. I would love to have a Gatsby style party. I haven't had that. I think it would be really fun. I would incorporate feathers and lots of gold and glitter, and maybe have a ball. What do you call those? Where you drop the balls,
right?
Balloons and all the things. I want
all
that.
the things.
All the things. That would be so much fun.
I love that. Last year, I think, what did I do? I feel like I went to church and then I went to An event, but it was low key. It wasn't crazy last year, so I don't know if that's going to switch. We're still going to go to church, but I don't
I
know.
think
Well,
you're due for. I think you're due, Stitches. I think you're due to start it up a little bit.
I love that. And truly, it's all about creating, nonetheless, it is all about creating the experience, Connect Fam. From the moment your guests walk in, if you're planning a party, they should feel like they've stepped into something special, right? So you want the music to set the tone. You want the food to be delicious. And of course, the decor, darling, to be on point. And did you know that lighting has been shown to have a huge impact on your mood as well? For example, soft lighting can make a space feel intimate and cozy, while bright colors can bring energy and excitement to a party. And we hope you feel ready to make 2025 your best year yet, Connect Fam. Whether you're throwing a fabulous party or making those resolutions stick, remember New Year's Eve is all about celebrating really the possibilities that lie ahead. So think good, think on good things, think on positive things, and just try to let go of anything that wasn't productive for you and just move forward.
Later in the show, Stitches will be joined by Dr. Zamani Pierre, former Miss Haiti, to share exciting details about a $10,000 grant she received and what this means for her work moving forward. Coming up next, you'll hear from an incredible survivor who came back from cardiac death after being pronounced dead for 30 minutes. Stay tuned for this powerful story.
I'm Nicole Miller, the fashion designer. Follow me on Instagram at Nicole Miller NYC and watch the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. Today, we have an incredible guest, Lindsay Staloff, a children's book author and actually an illustrator behind the captivating Diviny's Never Ending Journey series. So after surviving cardiac arrest and actually waking up with no signs of death, Lindsay now shares her powerful story through her books while raising awareness for PPCM and supporting survivors through her nonprofit. So we are super excited to have her and bring her on to our Connect family. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
We're excited to have you, Lindsay.
Lindsay, you have been through so much. To be pronounced dead for over 30 minutes is something most of us can't even imagine. How did that experience shape your journey, and why did you decide to turn it into a children's book series rather than a tell-all book?
Okay, so yes, I was pronounced dead over 30 minutes, each cardiac death, 3 months after giving birth to my son. PPCM, peripartum cardiomyopathy, is preventable as early as 10 weeks pregnant, so there's no excuse. I had the best insurance money couldn't buy in Beverly Hills at Cedars-Sinai. I went over 47 times during pregnancy, and all it is fluid. So the fluid is not removed. If the fluid is never diagnosed with your NT-proBNP test, which stands for our brain natriuretic peptide test, that's not standard or mandatory in America. It is standard and mandatory in other countries, which is why we have the highest maternal mortality and stillbirth death rate, as well as miscarriages. All it is fluid, and the fluid is not diagnosed with the NT-proBNP test. So for me, if your number during pregnancy is over 300, they misdiagnosed as preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, which I was misdiagnosed of. I was PPCM, peripartum cardiomyopathy. So when I coded, PPCM peaks after delivery, usually 5 days after delivery. If the fluid is not removed, she's suffocated. So I took the grunt of, and I'm a very healthy girl. I've been a dancer my whole life, no heart problems whatsoever. Peripartum cardiomyopathy is not a heart problem, it's a fluid problem that's never diagnosed or treated, that was brilliantly left out of the medical community. So when I suffocated to death, they froze me like a popsicle. I was in a coma for weeks. It took them days just to thaw my body out. When I woke up from maternal mortality, still PPCM, they said I was the 1% survivor in America, and they don't know how I woke up from something like this. They were ready to pull the plug on me. And because I had the best insurance money couldn't buy, and I was not in California at the time, thank goodness. I wasn't at Cedars-Sinai, thank goodness. I was at a small medical center in Arizona called Banner Estero. And yeah, they didn't have the red carpet for me, and they didn't have the beautiful fish, but they saved my life. They diagnosed me, they removed the fluid, and boom, I came back with zero sign of cardiac death. So I have been kind of screaming from the rooftops a little bit. Women who are pregnant, they don't want to hear about the awareness that can save them. They don't want to think about any problems, which is why this test needs to be standard and mandatory. So when I coded and I came back to realize that, I started walking around and I said, you know, have you ever heard of PPCM? And most women in America say, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. What's the BNP? Never heard of that. So here's 7 years. I'm trying. I'm thinking, should I do a tell-all book? But nobody's listening to me. I did something on TikTok. I got over 1 million views, and then it was removed. And then I just kept getting like defeated after defeated after defeated, and women calling me spam that I did not come back from the dead. But I have real proof. And if you go on my Instagram post today, I actually give examples. I have not just photos, letters from doctors that I did die, and I did go. Proof. And energy never dies; it only transforms. And so, when I was on the other side, I had no pain. Before I coded, and I went to Cedars-Sinai, it was almost as if someone took rocks in a sock and was like whipping my lower back because I was in so much pain. And then when I got on the other side, I had no pain. And then I thought, okay, I remember everything when I came back. And you have to be careful when somebody is lying there and you think that they're not alive and you think that maybe they're in a coma, because there was conversations that I heard and I was able to remember them. And when I woke up, there was nobody in the room except for those people, and they're like, how did she know that? So I did have, honestly, with my whole heart, like I couldn't like express any more visually on what I saw other than creating it into a children's book series.
And that's what I want to transition into, Lindsay, really quick. What actually, if you didn't, and thank you so much for sharing that. Let's talk about this children's book and tell us really what it means to you, really quick, what it means to you personally.
It was a recovery when you are a healthy girl your entire life and then you come back from cardiac death after just giving life. It helped me connect with my self-love, with my inner soul spirit that was with me and traveled with me.
But tell us, please, Lindsay, where can people find your book, please?
So the new release is going to be on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, as well as divinesjourney.com, which you can get it now on divinejourney.com, but on Amazon and all the outlets, it will be available on January 1st.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for sharing your story. We know it may be still emotional, but we thank you for sharing your journey with us. And it sounds like you still have a purpose here, and that's why you're still here. So God bless you, Lindsay. Thank you again.
And thank you for having me and your time and your good energy today, especially when we're challenged. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Now, what do we say? Shake and bake. We got to go through. Hold up that book. Thank you so much again, Lindsay, for sharing. And to you, Connect fam, for watching. It's truly inspiring. Hold up your book, Lindsay. Hold up your book. It's truly inspiring how you're turning your experience into a message of hope and healing. For everyone watching, be sure to check out Lindsay's book and support her nonprofit. Stay tuned, Connect fam. Up next is my co-host, Jessica Cherry, with the season approaching. We all know how tricky family gatherings may be for some, so you won't want to miss this segment. It's insightful advice, so stay tuned. We'll be back.
I'm Jessica Cherry, founder of the award-winning blog Life of a Cherry Wife. If you're looking to follow for mom and lifestyle content, fashion, Latina life, and good vibes, this is the place for you. Head over to www.lifeofacherrywife.com for the latest in these areas. Follow me on social at Life of a Cherry Wife.
Welcome back, Connect fam, to the Connect Network TV. I'm your girl, Stitches, and we're so excited to have Jessica Cherry with us for her monthly segment, She Will Empower. So the holidays are truly supposed to be a time of joy, love for many, and sometimes they can bring up some stress for some, tensions, and also for some toxic family dynamics. But Jessica, thankfully, is here with her 5-point guide to help us really navigate through those tricky situations. Jess, what do you have for us today? Help us out.
Thanks, Stitches. The holidays are quickly approaching, and although these are fun times for most of us women, they're fun. And while we're seeing other families, some of our sisters, friends, coworkers are not looking forward to this experience. If you or someone you know has a family visit that they are apprehensive about because of past toxic behaviors, let me give you some pointers on how to deal and navigate with those times around the family table with specific examples to address negative responses effectively. Number 1, set and communicate clear boundaries. Many of our family members can be very vocal about their opinions. If you have a family member that does not agree with your life choices, this pointer is for you. For example, if a family member often criticizes you or your life choices, you can gently say, I'd love to keep our conversation focused on positive topics. Setting boundaries beforehand by sharing your preferences through a text or a call can also prevent conflicts from arising, especially in person. In handling the negative responses, if you're met with pushback or guilt tripping, for example, but we're family, you should be open to feedback. Respond with, I understand, but for my well-being, I need to focus on topics that bring us closer during the holiday season. Step 2. Prepare mentally and emotionally. Having a mental game plan is always better than walking into a situation where you are completely unprepared, especially when there is a large gathering and you might be included in the hot topics of discussion. For example, before gatherings, practice visualization techniques. Imagine yourself staying calm and grounded in each potential scenario. This helps you feel more prepared to handle triggering situations with a sense of calmness and preparation for those potentially uncomfortable questions that the situations around the family table can bring. Now, handling negative responses. Let's say that someone tries to provoke you by bringing up a certain hot button topic. Use a grounding phrase like, let's agree to disagree, or gently redirect with, I'd love to hear about something good that happened to you this year. It is difficult sometimes to redirect, but if you prepare mentally and emotionally, you will be in a better position to handle that certain family member who's itching to get the scoop on you. Number 3, limit interaction and take breaks. Sometimes some family members can be too much to handle, and maybe that's why you only see them at family functions. Let's talk about this. Let's give an example. Create a game plan for breaks, like stepping out outside or get some fresh air, take a short walk, or even have a private moment in another room. Short breaks help reset mentally and prevent anxiety or a feeling of being overwhelmed or even having a panic attack. Your mental health is the most important aspect to protect. So limiting your interactions, taking those breaks, all of that can help you navigate around carving that turkey this year. And handling the negative responses. If family members question your absence, such as, "Why are you stepping out so often?" Explain briefly, "I'm just taking a moment to recharge so I can enjoy more time together with you." Number 4, use I statements to express needs. Feelings can arise during the holidays, so I statements to express your feelings can focus your thoughts and feelings and help decrease anyone like feeling like you're focusing on them and their behavior towards you, and can help with people dropping their guards. Let me give you an example. If a family member's behavior is upsetting you, saying, "I feel uncomfortable when," insert their behavior, happens, "and I'd appreciate it if you could avoid that topic today." That response helps avoid sounding accusatory and keeps the focus on your feelings rather than the behavior at the event. And let's talk about handling those negative responses. If they counter with defensiveness, for example, "I didn't mean to upset you," gently reinforce, "I know, I'm just sharing what helps me feel comfortable during our time together, and I hope you understand." And number 5, lean on a support system or exit plan if necessary. Some of us have a support system, like a supportive partner or friend that we can turn to when we navigate these special holiday gatherings. Use your support system if you need to. They care about you. They love you. And if you reach out to them, they can help you navigate these events when you need them the most. Let's give an example. Arrange with a supportive friend or partner to check in on you periodically. Knowing you have someone who understands and supports you can help make a big difference, especially if you need to leave early. Sometimes these things they're too much, or you have to run your social battery out and you're on empty. Sometimes our socialization time is up, and it's simply just that. And handling negative responses. If family members criticize you for needing outside support or leaving early, for example, they can say, "It's just one day. Why can't you stay for us?" Kindly respond with, "It's important for me to honor what I need to do for my best self and to be here for you and everyone here today." And in conclusion, by setting clear boundaries, preparing mentally, taking breaks, communicating needs respectfully, and relying on your support system, you'll create a more enjoyable experience for yourself during family gatherings this holiday season. Remember, not all of us have supportive family members in our lives, and if you do, those are true blessings. We all don't know what each other is going through, even our family members. So let's be kind to one another. It costs nothing to be kind. And you may be even helping out someone with your kindness more than what you know. Happy start of the holiday season, and keep up with me on She Will Empower and Life of a
I'm
Cherry.
Kate McGuire, the founder of Converted Closet on Instagram. And if you like original clothes and would like to get the most out of your wardrobe, follow me for inspiration on Instagram and I'll show you how. You'll never look back. You're watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back, Connect fam. I'm super excited to share this amazing journey that took place not too long ago, and it was just really a answered prayer. It was my birthday on December 14th, and one of my asks was to be able to bless a student with more money for our scholarship. Every year we do a scholarship for about $1,000, but after hearing this particular student's journey and her story, we wanted to grant her $10,000. So there's a special someone that we wanted to bring on to the show that actually helped us to reach our goal for the Chia Bell Readers Scholarship Program. Miss Hermione Pierre, Dr. Hermione, darling. Hi, Doc.
How are you, Stitch?
Thank you so much for joining us. We know that you're not only an author, you're a pageant queen, a director, the former Miss Haiti, a businesswoman, entrepreneur, all the things. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, well, first of all, anything you're doing, I'm in. But every time you talk about scholarships, I went to college on a 17 scholarship plus a 4-year full scholarships. So other people has invested in. That's why, like, every time when I hear somebody's collecting money for a scholarship, I'm always in some way of shape or form. I always want to be part of it. But when I hear you saying you want to waste 10,000 in 3 days, I say, oh, nobody gonna let my sister look bad like that. I say I'm coming in and I'll match whatever they raise. That it was just, it was just like that. Just, I love what you were doing for somebody else.
I love that. Thank you so much. And it is true. It was 10K in 3 days, and we were able to match. We raised 5. One was already committed from Demesman and Dover Law Firm. And then with the 5, you matched it. So we were able to meet our goal and present our amazing winner, Naomi, with that scholarship. So again, Dr. Hermione, thank you so much. And where can people find more information and tap in with you?
Yes, they can go to our website, which is Woman with an A, because we're fighting for one woman at a time. So it's Woman, WOMAN, entrepreneur, INTL.com.
If you are ready to keep your hair, scalp, skin, and lips hydrated this season, our vegan and gluten-free all-purpose moisturizers are just for you. Carefully formulated with fine ingredients to purify and nourish the skin and scalp at the same time without harsh chemicals. Shop It's Made For Me today. The end result will be strong, healthy hair and smoother, softer, clearer skin.
And here's to a fabulous New Year's filled with new adventures, with new blessings, and just with joy, love, and peace, right? Remember, you can catch past episodes by binge watching them Netflix style on our website. Just hop on over to connectonline.com. And in the meantime, keep up with me, your girl Stitches, at STICHIZ Stitches. And if you're tuned into various iHeartRadio stations, or if you're in Canada and watching Sportsnet, you might hear a familiar voice. Jess, what about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on the internet at Life of a Cherry Wife, and she will empower. So be safe and make sure to tell somebody you'll love them today.
Yes, please do. And remember, forgiveness. Don't enter into the new year with an unforgiving heart. Forgive, let it go. No matter what it is, don't block your blessing. Forgive for yourself. Okay. Love you for free. Love you, Jessie.
Love you. Bye.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.